First at 6, a teenage victim takes a stand for the first time in the sex abuse trial of a former Palm Beach County teacher. The victim alleging that Damian Conti had sex with her many times before the pair agreed to a suicide pact, one that only she tried to carry out. Good evening, thank you for joining us here at 6 p.m. I'm Todd McDermott.
And I'm Tiffany Kenny. Investigative reporter Terry Parker has been covering this case from the beginning and was in the courtroom today.
Terry joins us live. Terry, much of today's testimony was graphic in nature.
It really was, and you could see some of the jurors recoil as the prosecutor read some of those explicit text messages between former teacher Damian Conti and his student. That student took the stand today as the first witness, outlining the illicit affair. She says when the principal finally, after months, found out, that's when Damian Conti, who was married, panicked, and that's when the two of them went to Home Depot to buy rope and a chain to commit suicide. That surveillance video played in court today.
37-year-old Damian Conti admits he had an inappropriate, emotionally close relationship with his then 16-year-old student, but says it never went further than a few kisses.
There was no physical sexual activity that occurred between SLM and Mr. Conti.
But prosecutors told jurors Conti targeted the teen the moment he saw her and took it much further.
When Mr. Conti laid eyes on her, he saw something else in her. Prey.
The victim testified Tuesday Conti was the cool, young acting teacher who started sending her flirty texts in August 2023, but quickly moved to sex the moment they got together in her car.
He told me he didn't want to go out. He told me he wanted to stay and communicate with me in the vehicle. From there, it led to sexual.
Eventually, other students alerted the principal to the illicit relationship, and Conti was suspended February 26, 2024. The victim told to leave school that day, too. Prosecutors say Conti, married with children, panicked and told the teen he had nothing to live for.
Who's this?
That would be Mr. Damian Conti.
Prosecutors played this video of Conti and the girl in Home Depot, where the girl says she bought 15 feet of rope.
What was the plan from that point on?
That we would drive together to a secluded area to hang ourselves.
The victim says Conti said he had to go say goodbye to his children first, but as she fashioned a noose and waited, he never showed up or answered her calls, so she went ahead by herself.
I remember putting my head through the noose. I remember the rope pulling me from the ground. I was dangling from the ground. I was losing oxygen. I remember, the last thing I can remember is I was silently praying to myself, praying for forgiveness, praying to God that I wouldn't be condemned to hell.
On cross-examination, the teen admitted that she came up with the idea to hang themselves, that Conti did not, that he was having a panic attack and shaking. He eventually called 911 and alerted police. They came to the girl's rescue, cut her down from the tree, say she was already unconscious, but was luckily able to be revived. The state says, however, don't be confused, Conti was no hero, that he really wanted the girl to succeed. He wanted her dead and out of his way. This trial will continue with more graphic and compelling testimony on Thursday. Live in West Palm Beach, Terry Parker, WPBF 25 News.